Principle 5, no demand in a downtrend. This is very important. This is the best place to short. This will be an up bar on volume less than the previous 2 bars. This indicates lack of demand from professional money. It is important that this principle, called no demand, is on an up bar, okay, a bar that closes higher than the bar behind it. And for the best short, it should appear after a major sign of weakness and in a downtrending market. Now focus on that. We'll send you this slide. This is important to follow these rules. After seeing a no demand bar, do not sell at market, but place a sell stop below the bottom of the no demand bar. That means the market comes to you. You are not trying to buy market when you could have 2 or 3 no demand bars moving up as they withdraw their interest. And it's not uncommon to see no demand followed by an upthrust, which would put you under serious pressure. Here we have examples of where no demand bars are in the right place. Now we see we've got supply on that first bar. We see very, very high volume on an up bar. Okay, we know because the next bar is down here that there has to be some sellers in there. Now we'll look at the volume declining as the market rises, and we've got weakness in the background up at the top here. This comes off, we get supply hit the market, they try to take this top of this bar out, but the volume declines. This bar here takes you into the trade, okay, just below this bar here. And at that point, your stop would go above the no demand bar. Again, I trade the S&P, so I'm using quite wide stops. But because you've got this old area to the left, you'd place your stop just above it, and then you let the market run. Now, generally, when you see no demand after this amount of supply, the market will not go through that no demand bar, and your stop should be safe. Again, you've got to have the downtrend in place. You've got to have some sort of weakness behind you. Philip, anything you want to add to that example?
Don't think so. I think you've covered that perfectly.
Yeah, okay. So let's look at another example. All right. Now here we have, again, some serious weakness on these bars here. Look at the volume here. We get a lovely level bar. It's slightly higher here on... Oh, sorry. That's better. So here, let's go back. We have this widespread bar here, ultra high volume. This is one of your stocks, Philip, TCG, which is a UK stock. The market begins to mushroom over very quickly, in fact, because of the supply. We see this yellow area here is all the weak bars coming in. Okay, there's a lot of weakness up here, hidden up thrust, look, just here, okay, that we just talked about. And then because of that, the market rolls. We begin to make lower highs on the bar. That tells you, okay, that we're actually, now if you use Tom's trending system here, you'll see exactly what we talked about. We have lower close, lower close, lower close, allow one up bar. Lower close, almost level, ignore it. Lower close, higher close. Uh-oh, second higher close, the volume is reducing, I'm safe. Close lower, we're good, and off we go, off to the races.
Can I just come back on one thing you were saying about the possible absorption volume there? Mm-hmm. You've got to remember with the professionals, when they carry out absorption volume, they're going to use the least amount of effort they possibly can to get through that area. They're in business to make money, mm-hmm. and they don't want to use any more effort than they're absolutely forced to, because if they put a huge amount of effort, it costs them a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So they only want to use enough buying power to get up through there, no more than that.
Yeah, I agree. Now, we're going to talk about absorption volume, Erica, in the next session. So let me take that question and ask it when we get to the signs of strength, because that'll be important. All right, let's summarise. Shorting after you see no demand. This can and does appear in an uptrend, but it's far more powerful in a downtrend, as we've just shown. Do not short on no demand in an uptrend. It's in the wrong place. This is a powerful short when there is a downtrend in place and price goes up to the top of the downtrend channel on no demand. Look for signs of weakness in the background, which we've just seen. This is particularly powerful, and this is where my favourite setup is, where you've got the end of a rising market or a buying climax. That is the very strong one that you can do.